Hi, welcome to Derek Does. Today, we're going to do this. Hi, welcome back to Derek Does. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. I appreciate that. And today, we're going to do kind of a part two. This is my 1987 Honda LXI. If you watch a previous episode, I'll put the link here or somewhere, and you can watch. That's like the second day I picked this thing up. This is a 87, like I said, Honda LXI hatchback, and I got it at an estate sale from the original owner, basically. And it's got like 85,000 miles on it. But the bumpers, as you can see, have this, they're supposed to be black and they're gray. And I got online and I was looking at everything, how to bring this back, what's the best way. And this was what everybody said brought it back, the Cerakote. And if you watch my previous video, this does not work. It may work on a new car, but if it's a car that's close to 40 years old, like this one, even though it has black on the edges, the top pretty well bleached out. Apparently that stuff only works when there's actual pigment in the plastic to pull it up. This one doesn't have it. So everyone else, after I looked into that, for this is the solution finish. And so I bought this. This was pricey. I think it was like 25 bucks or something like that. I've been shaking it up. It has, it's a black dye. I guess it's a graphite dye maybe, but it's for rubber and vinyl and plastic. So it's supposed to bring this back. And everyone's saying this is the stuff. There's another product too, a turtle wax one. But this one seemed to have a little better reviews on it. The turtle wax was a little new. So the things we've got to do to use this, and this is something that if you have an old car with bumpers that are this gone, you can use it. First, you're going to need gloves because this is black dye, and I don't want to have black dyed hands for the next couple weeks till it wears away. They suggest a microfiber sponge. This is like a applicator. This would be great for waxes and that sort of thing. I've got a fresh towel, microfiber towel, just in case I need it. And what you do is you're gonna put this, and we're gonna do this. I've never done this before, so you're gonna watch me do it for the first time. You put some on, not a lot. Get it on your applicator, and then you wipe it on. I think in one kind of motion. Try to keep it off the paint and other things. Try to do a nice even coat. And then you can take your microfiber, take it off the paint. And this says to leave it on for 1 to 2 minutes and then wipe off. So we're going to do that. We're going to follow. I saw other people that are like leaving it on for 10 minutes. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it on for 1 to 2 minutes like the manual or the bottle says. I'm going to do that. We're going to see what happens. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated place because I think this stuff is a little bit smelly. Now, if you watch the previous video, I've already cleaned this whole thing off, and I used, this is actually just a bottle, but it has the, I was using this product, this KOCHCHEMIE GS cleaner. This is a all-purpose cleaner. So I had that, and I diluted it in this bottle. And then after that, then I use this CARPRO eraser over top of that to remove any oils and that sort of thing. And I used a little brush to clean it all. So I've already done that. I used the Cerakote from, let me pull down, from here to here. Just this little corner of the bumper. So I put that on there. When I discovered that it didn't do anything, I instantly used my eraser, this stuff, to wipe it off. And then I know it dries pretty quick. So after the fact, I came back, and I didn't have this on video, but I used that eraser and a Mr. Clean Magic eraser, which is kind of like and I kind of like wet sanded it. And when I called Cerakote, they told me that's probably the best way to remove it. And they said it just wouldn't work on an older bleached out bumper. I wish they put that on the box, but they don't. So they told me it doesn't work, and it doesn't. I discovered that. So we're going to try this Solutions Finish. I've already cleaned this. This is already good to go. It's been dried, so it should be able to go straight on. And let's see if this stuff works. So there's a record of what it looked like. And here you can see it's black here. But once the sun, wherever the sun hit it, it's like this marbly color. And that goes all the way around, except where the sun hits it. So we're going to try to do this whole front bumper. If it works, I've got the rest of the car to do also, like all the sides and everything like that. But let's see if this works just on the front bumper, since it's the most obvious and easiest to work on, and hopefully it's going to do it. All right. First up, gloves. And don't wear anything that you don't, just in case you don't want black dye getting on. So, give it another shake. You can hear there's a little ball in there, so it's kind of like a spray can. And let's see what happens. Oh good, it's got a little thing in there. Move that off. And let's put some. Not sure, that looks like plenty. Put the lid back on just in case. Don't want to spill it. And let's see what happens. Well, it's somewhat blackening it. It's just now more marbled. Let's put some more on. Let's see. There's maybe many coats. All right, so that's the first coat. I mean, it's okay, but it's definitely not instant back to what it should be. Let's pop the hood so we have more room. And now we'll do this part. We'll just do the whole thing and then we'll come back and wipe it off. Alright, so we've put our first coat on. Let's wipe it down with a cloth. Not a huge difference. Obviously where it was originally black, it looks great, nice and, but this has not happened yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm not sure how long this takes to dry. For best results after using, do not get treated area wet. Well, we're not wetting it, we're just going to put a little bit more on there. So let's do another coat. Dripped on the car. So we're going to let that sit for a little bit longer than what I did earlier on the second one. Let's remove it from the paint. So we've done the cars, I guess, first, second pass. I'm going to let this sit a little bit longer than the other side, or other time I did it. And then we will wipe it off and see what happens. Maybe those videos saying you should leave it on for quite a while might be a good idea. But let's see what happens. It's definitely blacker than the Cerakote. Cerakote wasn't anything. So we'll see how this looks. Let it sit a little bit longer, and then I'll wipe it down. This may take 3 or 4 coats. Who knows? To actually get it black. But it looks like it is kind of working. It's definitely better than it was. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes, and we are going to come back over this with our white cloth, and gotta say it's really not quite what I was hoping for. My only thought is maybe that Cerakote is still a little bit on this panel, but this panel is kind of like that one, so it's not life-changing by any means. Well, that's the second coating. I may just have to use some trim paint or something like that to get this black, because I'll do a couple more coats. We'll see if it actually absorbs or not. But as of now, I'm not blown away. All right, here you can see it's kind of the same. It's a little darker here. You can see where it actually was black. It does a great job where it's already black. But if you're sun bleached like this, it's not doing what I thought it would do. All right, we're gonna go for a third coat. Because this is not where I want it yet. All right, so there's the third coat. I don't know how many coats you can put of this stuff on there. It may keep stuff from actually getting in after a while, but I don't know. All right. Man, it looks a lot better now, but I know when I go to wipe this off, a lot of that's going to be gone. But we're going to let this sit. This may take 10 coats. We'll see. Let's do another wipe down. This is the third coat, and we'll see. Yeah. Still there. All right, as you can see, it's shinier, but nowhere near taken care of. A little bit better over here, but I can still see the marbling. I'm gonna let this sit for a couple hours, and then I'm gonna come back and try another coat and just see if it does anything. Maybe it just needs to sit. Okay, well, I tried 4 coats of this stuff. I gave the last coat a couple hours in between. I obviously took it off after I let the 4th coat sit for maybe like 10 minutes before I wiped it off. But this product does not work. It darkens it a little, I guess. A lot better than the other one. But it's still marbly. It's not black. I think I'm tired of just buying a bunch of products that aren't going to work. So I think I'm just going to get some trim paint made for bumpers, and I'm just going to paint it because this just isn't working. These products, I guess, do not work on older cars. They only work on cars that are maybe like 10, 15 years old tops. because everything I see on the internet looks like it comes back, but I guess none of them are as bad as this one. So it's got a nice gloss to it now, but I don't really want a gloss, I want black. So this product does not work, at least for me. Maybe on a different car, a newer car, it would work, but if your car is from the mid-80s, plastic, it's not going to work if it's been sun damaged. So that's what I've discovered. Maybe I'll call the company and ask them, you know, what they recommend. Because when I did call Cerakote, I called them and they said, oh yeah, it won't work on your car. Maybe Solutions Finish will tell me, oh yeah, it won't work on your car also. I wish they would put that somewhere that's like, this is great product, but it won't work on certain cars, but it does not work on this car. So there you go. Thanks for watching Derek Does. Derek will be back at it with something else to get this bumper black and all the trim black. I might just have to paint everything. I don't really want to, especially this. I mean, the bumper I could take off and paint it, but the side moldings, I can't really take those off easy. I'd have to paint them on the car, and maybe I can hand paint them. Normally I'd just spray them, but we'll see how it goes. It's a project, and I've got all summer to work on it and have fun with it, so we'll see how it goes, and I'll give you updates as we go along. So I'll see you on the next Derek Does. Thanks for watching.